So we saw Isaiah talking about dwelling with consuming fire. So Isaiah then explains to us who can live with this consuming fire, with this God who's pure and holy and a consuming fire. So we come to Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 15. So Isaiah says that he who walks righteously and speaks with sincerity, that is, righteous person is in right terms with God and in right terms with fellow human being. So such a person who speaks with sincerity, whose mouth is not filled with the lies of the devil, because we all know that the devil is the father of lies. So this person who is in right terms with God, right terms with people, and speaks the truth with his lips, speaks sincerity, he who rejects unjust gain. So he doesn't like to make black money, or he doesn't like to stop from paying his taxes or his tithes, because all that is expected of us is to pay our tithes and our taxes, and whatever is left is just gain. So unjust gain also talks about businessmen who use wrong weights and measures. From the Bible we know that God dislikes wrong weights and wrong measures. God dislikes it. So, and such a person shakes his hands so that they hold no bribe. So now we know when you visit people, when they shake hands, there's money hidden there. They want to give you secretly and quietly. So when you shake hands with a person and somebody has money in it, you withdraw your hand and says, I don't want the money that you're giving me secretly, the bribe that you're giving me so that I do your work. It's very common in our country, in the government departments, they put forth their hand and you are expected to put money and give it to them. So a person who does not do such things, doesn't give bribes, not take bribes, he can live with the consuming fire of God. And such a person, he who stops his ears from hearing about bloodshed and shuts his eyes from looking about evil. Now, we have to shut our ears and shut our eyes these days with all the wickedness that there is in the world, all sorts of rock music, all sorts of entertainments, everything that is wicked is coming up on the TV and in the movie theaters and on the YouTube. Most of it is trash. So you have to shut your ears against it and shut his eyes from looking upon evil. So we find that all over, everywhere, the girls are scantily clad, they're not dressed honorably and good. They try to copy the dresses of men and expose their bodies to strange eyes, and men look at it and they imagine and commit adultery with them in their hearts. So the person who shuts his eyes from looking upon such evil and pornography and evil pictures and evil novels, and you shut your eyes to them and shut your ears towards all the evil sounds and music and songs that are so suggestive, such a person, he can dwell with the consuming fire, because a person who is doing all the evil, he cannot bear the presence of God. He cannot bear it. It's like a consuming fire which will come upon him to destroy him. So let us long for the consuming fire of God to be in us and live a righteous, clean, holy life, so that the presence of God will be upon us and we'll be witnesses for him.